What is the best roofing takeoff software in 2026? Roofr is my overall pick for most residential roofing companies because its measurements feed directly into proposals and the rest of the retail sales workflow. Hover wins when you need detailed exterior measurements and visualization. EagleView wins when your process already depends on standardized aerial reports. STACK wins for blueprint-heavy commercial estimating. I'm comparing 4 actual takeoff tools, so by the end, you'll know which one fits the way your estimator receives and prices a roof. What does roofing's takeoff software do? It converts aerial imagery, phone photos, a 3D property model, or construction drawings into usable roof quantities. That can include area, ridges, hips, valleys, eaves, rakes, penetrations, flashing, slope, and waste assumption. But honestly, the report is only half the job. Your estimator still needs to turn those quantities into labor, materials, price, proposal, order, and eventually an actual cost comparison without creating multiple versions of the same roof. Which roofing takeoff software is best for retail roofing? Roofr wins this section. Roofr's measurements report connect to proposals, e-signatures, supplier pricing, material orders, invoices, and job costing inside the same product family. So, for example, your sales rep can start with the property, receive the measurement, build good, better, best options, collect the signature, and move the sold roof forward without rebuilding the quantities in a separate proposal tool. For a residential replacement company that wants the shortest measurement to sales path, Roofr is the easiest first demo. Now, Roofr should still prove the details that matter to your business. Use one simple gable roof and one cut-up roof with valleys, dormers, penetrations, and several waste assumptions. Change the shingle system after the first proposal, then follow that revision into the material order and job cost view. A clean first proposal is not enough if the revised production quantity gets lost. But across a complete retail workflow, Roofr wins. Which roof measurement software is best for detailed exterior measurements? Hover wins this section. Hover's current roofing product describes phone photo or blueprint inputs, a 3D property model, roof and exterior measurements, custom light segments made in, and outputs including PDF, XLS, XML, JSON, ESX, SKP, DWG, and DXF. That makes Hover especially useful when your roofing job also includes siding, windows, doors, gutters, or a homeowner who needs to visualize the exterior before signing. For me personally, the important Hover test is not the nicest 3D model. It is whether your estimator can find every production quantity, export it in the format your downstream tools accept, revise the design, and keep the approved version clear for the crew. Run the same property through your current process and Hover. Do not accept an accuracy or waste claim from any marketing page. But for detailed exterior capture and visualization, Hover wins. EagleView is good for roofing takeoffs, and it wins the standardized area report category. EagleView is a familiar input when a contractor, carrier, supplier, or estimating process already expects its report format. That existing acceptance can matter more than having the newest interface, especially when several outside parties need to work from the same document. The EagleView buying test is the handoff. Order the report, receive it, map the quantities into your estimating process, preserve the original document, and then issue one controlled revision. If your team still retypes every number and cannot tell which version production approved, the report alone has not fixed the workflow. But when standardized area reporting is a requirement, EagleView wins. Which roofing takeoff software is best for commercial roofs and blueprints? STACK wins this section. STACK's roofing page describes digital takeoffs for pitch and flat roofing from PDF, TIFF, or aerial files, with estimate controls for labor, waste, tax, and margin. So if you're bidding a school, warehouse, apartment complex, or multi-building project from construction documents, STACK is solving a different problem from the residential salesperson measuring one existing house. Use a real plan set with several roof areas, alternates, addenda, and one drawing revision. Ask STACK to show how the estimator separates assemblies, tracks change quantities, applies waste, and preserves an audit trail. For blueprint-based commercial takeoff, STACK win. How much does roofing takeoff software cost in 2026? Roofr currently lists measurements reports starting at $13, while the subscription tiers and other report charges should be checked against the exact workflow you need. However, pricing can vary by project and volume. EagleView and STACK costs depend on the report, package, subscription, or sales quote, so do not compare only a monthly fee. Price 100 roofs or your normal annual plan volume and the proposal or estimating tools you still need. and include the labor required to move quantities into the next system. Roofr has the clearest entry point in this comparison. How should you compare roofing takeoff software? Use one residential property and one commercial plan set. Score the input method, turnaround, line detail, waste controls, revision handling, export formats, estimate mapping, proposal creation, supplier handoff, and cost feedback. Then, change the waste factor and material system and see which version reaches production. AI labels and automated measurements are useful, but a person still needs to approve the scope and quantities before pricing and ordering. So here's my final verdict. Choose Roofr for the best overall residential measurement to proposal workflow. Choose Hover for detailed exterior capture and visualization. Choose EagleView when standardized area reports fit your partners and existing process. Choose STACK for plan-based commercial takeoff. For most residential roofers, Roofr is my overall winner. For a commercial estimator who lives inside plan sets, STACK is a better answer. Use your own difficult roof in the demo, not the vendor's perfect sample. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.